So, you've clicked on this video because you're sick of being in the first 10 people to become a chicken and get sent out of the game. You're bored of losing and you want to show off to your friends that you can get some W's, maybe even carry them all the way to some tasty victories. Well, sit back, listen to this guide, and you will become a victorious man or woman. First of all, the strongest class and the one I've got my most wins on and is my favourite by far is the warrior. Reason being, it's the lowest skill cap and is the best by far for beginners, which is what you will be. And there is a link to an advanced warrior gameplay in the description. If you haven't got the best aim, you're going to want to land in lesser known areas, not big places like Trinity Halls, North Post, possibly Sentinel Hold, or wherever you first jump. You're going to want to go to the Fungal Forest. That's my favourite place to drop, or Ice Haven. These are where I personally get my most victories. As soon as you land in the game, you're going to look around and see if you can see any enemies. If you can't see any enemies, run straight for a building. Even if you can see enemies, run straight for a building, pick up a chest, and look for a shotgun. These are the best close range weapons. You don't really want, if you get a poison gun, you don't really want it. And you're going to want to disenchant as many things as possible to get as many shards as possible, as this was very important towards winning as the warrior class. Once you've got that first gun, which was preferably a shotgun, you're going to want to look to try and fight and get some shards and a chicken leg. Getting that chicken leg on the warrior class, as I said, is extremely important because that legendary weapon will guarantee you almost a victory because the weapon is overpowered and it's what makes the class so strong and my most preferred. Once you've killed a player or two, you should have at least 200 shards, and at this point, make your way to the forge and craft that legendary weapon and a legendary piece of armor. Once you get that throwing axe, you're going to be almost unstoppable up close, as there's no reloading and hitting the axes on an opponent is extremely easy. Now here's where the strategy gets slightly boring. You don't have to follow this because this will get you more wins, but you won't improve as much as if you were to be an aggressive player. There's going to be a video in the future, and it may have already been made if you're in the future. So there'll be a link in the description when that's available. But you're going to want to edge guard and ride the circle all the way in until you're on the final few teams. When you're down to that final 10 players, which usually in a squads game is 3 teams, or in duos it's 5 teams, and that means if you're smart and lucky, you can actually wait for the other 2 teams to fight it out, and you can go in for the scraps, pick up some easy kills, and end the game that way. It may not be the most easy, the most fun way to end the game. Not easy, because it's still not easy. A win is still hard. But once you go in, pick the scraps up, that's going to almost guarantee you your first victory. Alright, I hope that guide helps you. It's only a short, quick one, but it seriously will make you get more wins and more victories. Just following those simple tips and strategies that I've just told you. I hope you like the video. Give it a like, share with your friends, and go get some W's. Comment when you get your first win after this video.